Hello, dear students. Again, I'm happy to see you or making a video again for you. And this is the chapter 1, section 5. As I told you, it's another things we are here. We have another subject in math, it's equation. Now, first of all, I am going to start with the definition of the equation. When we say we have an equation, what do you mean by equation? The equation means that you have at least two basic things in the equation. First of all, we have a variable like x, and also we have the sign of equality, so the symbol of the equality. So this is both of them, a variable and equality sign. So these two important condition on the equations. And when we have when I say find or solve, when I say solve, the solve means that find single x. When I say single, means that just x, nothing else. No 1 over 2x, no x to power 2, no square root of x, no x over 5, nothing, just x. I want x be equal to what? No minus x, nothing, just x. That's it by mean of the single x. Now here we are going to solve the equation and the type of the equation. As you see here, it defines for you linear equation and quadratic equation and other type of equations. So here when we say a linear equation, we mean that linear means that x to power 1, nothing else, just x to power 1. Any type, any formula you have, the x should be 1. That's the linearity. So this one is linear, that one is also linear. How about this one? Also linear because x to power 1. And non-linear, another part, we have a non-linear. This is the quadratic, means that equation with the power 2. So this is not a linear because x is 2. This one, x is 1 over 2, as you know. The square root of x, so it's not linear. Here x is to power minus 1 if you bring this x to up, so that's why they are non-linear. These examples are the example of non-linear, and those one are example of linear. The linear equation are easy. For example, if we want to solve the example 1, example 1. Now in this example 1 page 37, he says solve şikar. Okay, solve what? Solve the linear equation. Solve the equation 7x minus 4 is equal to 3x plus 8. So in the solving equation, linear equation, it's better to bring the small x to the change or move the small x to the largest one. So minus 3x, you know this one, the equality, here's the x, so it's going to that side, and the number be in the either other side. So I have 8 minus 4 will be changed to the plus 4. So for 7x minus 3, you can do it by taking the x as a common, or you can do it directly, as you know, as you wish. So 7 minus 3 is equal to what? Is equal to 4x. This one is equal to 12. Now by dividing both sides to 4, finally you'll get what? You'll get x is equal to 3. That's all. So this is the solution. Okay, in the equation we need a solution. It's a single x. As you see, it's a single x, there's nothing else. Now also you can check the answer, it's okay for you. If you see it's easy, don't check it. Now the solution is equal to 3. Later we have a quadratic, so these are easy. After this one, so the equation will divide to the linear and quadratic. Quadratic is x is linear. Quadratic means that x to power 2, and we will solve this one by many methods, but I will summarize this one for you because they are easy. First of all, before starting the quadratic equation, you need the zero product property, which say that if you have two part, two bracket, two things, two object, two anything, two pen, to pencil, anything, if you multiply them, multiply them, and the result is equal to 0, must be one of them 0. This one or that one or both of them. At least one of them should be 0. So in the quadratic equation, really we depend on this method in the most of the case, and also we will use the formula that I will teach you now. So how we solve this one? First of all, by what? By zeroth, by the zero product property. So I will write down for you like this one, because I want to summarize for you. So the solution will be maybe depend on the zeroth, or maybe something else, or maybe we have a formula Regay Dastur that I will teach you later. Now about the solving quadratic equation. How we solve this one? We will try to do the factor that you got this idea before. I taught you how to do the formula. So the quadratic equation, for example, he say that solve in the example 4, page 38, example 4. He says solve what? X squared plus 5x is equal to 24. So how we solve this one? This is the starting or the warming equation, quadratic equation, and solving it. So in that case, how we solve this one? First of all, try to make it as a quadratic formula. When I say quadratic formula, I means ax squared plus bx plus c, which is equal to 0. This is the quadratic formula, okay? So also you have this formula in the page, previous page, in the page 38. Now, first page 38, here's quadratic formula, 38, sorry, I want to show you really, for memorizing it, or for looking. So this is the quadratic formula, should be 0, ax, this one. So when I say ax is equal to, so example 4, when I say a, here's a is 1, b is 5, c is minus 24. For example, a is equal to 1, b is equal to 5, c is equal to minus 24. That's the quadratic formula. So how we solve this one? We will solve it as a bracket, as a parenthesis. As I told you, we have a x, we will factor this one, and we have 24. So 24, I'll factor it, maybe 1 by 24, maybe 2 by 12, maybe 3 by 6. Which one of them is equal to 5? Okay, maybe what else we have? 3 by 8, sorry, 3 by 9, no, 3 by 8, okay, is equal to 18. This one's not right. So which of them the add or division or subtraction, addition or subtraction between them is equal to 5? Of course 3 and 8. So I will choose, I say plus 8. Why plus? Because multiplication, negation. So 3. Now I got the second part. So by 0 product, I see what? I say maybe this one is equal to 0, or x minus 3 is equal to 0. So when I say x plus 8 means that minus a, or x is equal to 3. Okay, dear? So the solution is what? The set of a solution is just 2 value. Why 2 values? Because we see it's 2 values because we have x squared. In linear we have 1 value, 1, and here also we have 2 values maybe. And most of case the x should be, as I told you, single to find the value. That's all about example 4 in page 38. Now I am going to page 39. We will use the solving the simple quadratic. So this is by first way. this is the second way. I'll just like that. Second way is simple. When I say simple, means that something square is equal to a number. Okay, it's the third way, the second way. So when I say simple, the simple way, we mean that something like that. There is no quadratic equation in the such formula, but it's simple. How? As I told you, formula should be like that. Okay, but in case I have x square minus 5 equal to 0, so what can I do? Fortunately, the second absent, so I will do it by what? I'll do it nicely or correctly, and I will say x is equal to what? I will take the square root to both sides. Okay, we will take the square root of to both sides, and in that case I say x is equal to minus plus 5. Why minus plus 5? Why this one? Let me, this one should be more clear. So we know we have an absolute value in the first chapter section. We say is equal to x. Okay, this is one definition of the absolute value. So in that case, x is equal to absolute value of x is equal to 5. So if you want to remove the absolute value, you know there's maybe two possibilities. So I say is equal to minus plus 5. Maybe x is 5, so is equal to 5. Maybe x minus 5, and because in the function is the absolute value, so the minus will remove also equal to 5. That's why the x should have two values, as I told you. So how about the part B? Example 5 on page 39. How about part B? Part B is I have what? X minus 4 square is equal to 5. So in that case, it's also simple. I see x minus 4. I'll take the square root to both sides is equal to minus plus square root of 5. Okay, dear? Sorry, here should be square root of 5. I forget this one. Okay, so the value, the solution is x is equal to minus square root of 5 plus square root of 5. Okay, dear? Sorry for the part A. How about part B? Part B again, x minus 4. I'll take the square root for both sides, and I will get the square root minus plus square root. Now I told you I want a single x, so this one is addition. So I'll took this number, it's the part. I say this one will come to that other part. So minus will change to what? To plus. And to be more nicer, because your math is not nice to write minus plus 5, I will write down like that, just for decoration. Okay, that's all. So you get two values. So the two values is equal to what? X 4 minus 5, or 4 plus square root of 5. Okay, that's all that we needed here. How about completing square? How about completing square? So please try to do this one. Completely forget about this. Okay, completely forget about this. We will take this one later, but in this solving, because I really don't want to make it as a more complicated, forget about this method. I will use this one later for the graph, but here forget about it. Okay, so how we solve? Okay, how we solve example 6 and example 6 and example 7. Okay, and the other examples we will use the formula. Okay, we recall as a dastur in Kurdish. So we will use this method for what? For solving example 6 in the page 39. So I am passing this example. So the method is not included, but the examples, they still example. So at the exam, do not say why this example in this here, but you bring it here, because there are no difference. Examples are example, but you don't use this one, this method. I will use the other method. So now, first of all, I'm going to clarify the quadratic formula. Now, if I have ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0, so do not forget about a, b, c, they are important. By the value of x, we say we have 2 multiply a and minus b, okay, as usual, minus b plus minus square root of these b square minus 4 multiply a multiply c. Okay, this is the formula. So do not memorize, but try to solve a lot of example here. Now I'm going to solve number 6, example 6, page 39. So by what? By this formula. I have what? The example says, say that we have a two part. I'm going to solve this one for you. Okay, part B. Try to solve it part A by the formula of quadratic equation. So I have a 3x squared minus 12x, okay, plus 6 is equal to 0. So how you solve this one? Where's A? Where's B? Do not forget about the minus. Here's the important things that most of the student maybe forget about this minus, and I have a 6. So I say x is equal to 2a, okay, minus b, so it means that minus 12 plus minus b squared, okay, minus, as usual, 4, here's 4, a, 3, b, c, 6 was equal to 12 plus minus 2a is equal to, 2a is 3, 6, okay, square root 144 minus, so I'm going to multiply this one by 18, 3 by 6 is 18, multiply by 4, so 3, 4, 8 is equal to 32, 2, 3, 1, 4, 72. So we have 72 here. Was equal to, is equal to what? I think maybe I did mistake. Let me do it. Okay, 72. Okay, 144 minus 72. I will get what? 2, 7. So it remains 72. Okay. So we got what? 72 over 6. Okay. Now, how I find? You can use the calculator. Okay. How you find this one? So we have a, because I have a square root, these two, 1, 3, these two, 1, 1, 2, this one, 3 remains. So is equal to what? 12 plus minus 3 by 2. I will multiply this one, 3 by 2. So it's equal to 3, 2 square root of 2 over 6. It's equal to 6, 12 minus plus 6 square root of 2 over 6. Now it's time to separate them. I'll get what? 12 plus minus 6 square root 2 over 6, and will be equal to 2 plus square root of 2 minus plus. So the solution is, the solutions are 2 minus square root of 2 and 2 plus square root of 2. That's all. Okay, dear. So this is the solution that you can find it in page 14 also, because here's the result. Even he used another solution, another method, but the solution, it remains the same. You know, it's a math. So that's why I say use the formula here. Okay, use formula, page 14. Okay, in the page 40. So here we have three more examples about the quadratic formula, and they are, most of them, they are easy, because really, you know, just try to recognize or distinguish A, B, C. So here A is equal to 3, B is equal to minus 5, and C is equal to minus 1. So that's what you have. 2A, 6, minus b is equal to 5 minus plus, okay, b squared is equal to 25 for ac. You get this one, and here's the result. Really, I don't like this because it means that you use my calculator, and we don't depend on the calculator. In case you use it, it's okay, but I don't care about the last value. I care about this solution. Okay. Here also we have, as I told you, you can solve these all together. I will leave B and C for you in the page 40. So here we have discriminant. Discriminant means that the under square root of the formula form. So this one is discriminant. We recall this one as a discriminant, AC. Okay. So if the under square root is equal to 0, we say the equation has one solution. So one solution. If this one here, this discriminant D, is greater than 0, we have two solutions. In case we have smaller than, means that negative, smaller than 0, so this is positive, we say has no solution. So this one means that there is no, we cannot say every quadratic equation has solution. No. For example, C here, okay, and here and there. Now I am solving for you. In this one, quickly we are going to the maybe in the exam I say solve this one. You try to do your best. If you see under the square root a, so you see x is equal to 2a, so 2a, where's a is equal to 1, b is 4, c is minus 1, and I say minus b, minus 4 plus minus b square 16 minus 4a is equal to 1, c is equal to minus 1. Okay, now multiply, you get what? 2 minus 4 plus minus square root of 16 for positive, negative, negative. So I get negative by positive, positive, positive by negative, positive. So if you have a 1 minus here, you can directly say it's equal to 4. It's equal to minus 4 plus minus 20 over 2. And you can find the value. So you because D is equal to b square minus 4ac is positive or greater than 0, I mean. How many solutions we have? We will get two solutions. It's equal to minus 2 and 20 be 5 4 2 2 2 1, so 2, so is equal to 2 square root of 5, and 2 divided 2 is equal to 1. So it means that this is your solution. It's equal to minus 2 minus the square root of 5 minus 2 plus square root of 5. This is your solutions. So because this one is greater, you can see this is the two different or distinct solution. How about if it's equal to 0? Look at the here you get 0. Why? Because b square, you can see b square, so d, when I say d, sorry, I mean the under square root. So let me do it here for you. A is equal to 4, b is equal to minus 12, c is equal to 9. So when you multiply, say x is equal to 2a minus b is equal to 12 plus minus, because minus minus is equal to positive 12. So 144 minus 4ac, and you will get what? You will get the result is equal to 12 plus minus 0, because this one also equal to 144 minus 144 over 8. So now I got what? Plus minus 0 over 8. And this one is removed, so I get what? X will be what? 3 over 2. Now if d equal to 0, you get one, exactly one, or unique solution. So that's why we have no two value. We have just solution, not solutions, because the value of x is equal to 3 over 2. That's all. Okay, how about if it's equal to minus? You can see here was equal to minus. That's all in this section. As I told you, after 1.3 the sections will decrease by the time, by the idea, by all things. So that's why I say please try to concentrate and solve one and study 1.1 till 1.3 concentrately, intensively, then you can control all these others. As you see, we use this many times. So here's your first by the parenthesis, second by simple way, third by what? By formula. That's all. So this is about summarizing 1.5. If you have equation, maybe linear, it's easy, maybe quadratic. If you have a quadratic, just try to, quadratic means that x squared, linear means that x to power 1. So try to use one of these three methods. Maybe I say use this one, or that one, or that one. You can solve it easier. Thank you for watching the video. See you in the next section 1.6.